taking a minute. Hello. Okay, we're live. Look at us. I feel like my hair looks greasy. It's clean, guys. I promise, but whatever. I'm going to roll the intro, and then JT here and I, we're going to be talking all things Highland Games, sisterhood, positivity. It's going to be amazing. See you in a minute. Boom! Let's do this. So Jennifer and I can see each other behind the scenes, when this is going, and I'm like always dancing for this stupid thing. I feel like I have to do a new one, but Jennifer Taylor, how did we meet?
Nationals? Nazca Legends.
Legends, yeah. That was
that first, and then Tucson after.
Yeah. So the reason why we're talking tonight, and we've got some pictures to share and shiz, but I asked Jennifer if she'd come on because we're not going to, okay, so even though we're going to talk about the Sisterhood of Highland Throwers, we're not segregating men and women, okay? Mm-hmm. And we're not going to call out anybody for anything, but there's some stuff that's been going on that's been pretty negative. And so we just want to talk about that and why Jennifer is one of the founders of Sisterhood of Highland Throwers. We're going to talk about that a little bit because it's pretty cool. I'm just saying. So Jennifer, I think I'm going to put us down here. Okay, so this interview. Okay, so this was supposed to be cool. And it was a guy dancing. It was a GIF. You can add him on there. So he just looks like a weirdo standing there. But this is the Sisterhood of Highland Throwers, and then there's a couple more here. So Jennifer, talk about that for a minute.
Okay, I mean the Sisterhood started up in 2020. It started out of Texas. A good friend of mine, Joanna Barron, and then our friend Jennifer Bush Stevens, going to say it all together. We were all together throwing, and we just started discussing, the environment of the games and how there's good vibes and bad vibes, what games we want to go back to, and which games we probably never do again. And we didn't like the idea that there were games we never wanted to do again. So we're like, because our games are charities, they're usually nonprofits, these festivals, and we're there to support them. We're the entertainment. So if you have a game where they can't get athletes to come back, you haven't just destroyed Highland Games in the area, you've actually potentially destroyed a whole festival. So that's why we were like, okay, this is an issue. And then, and it's on top of it, women having a hard time finding time to actually do games. So we kind of merged the two, and we're like, let's just make this a positive environment, get more women throwing, but make sure it's an environment they want to actually throw in. So that was huge for us. And of course, we just got done a day of throwing, and we started our trying out, Bellhaven, they call it the best, in Edinburgh. So we had already started having a good time afterwards at the festival, and it's a great festival. I believe that one was Grapevine in Texas. I don't know. I go to a couple of them. So the Texas games are great. Awesome athletes down there, and that's where we were. And we just said, you know what? It's time for something. Let's do something. So that's why we started the organization, just to start getting women together to stop competing with one another, because that competition, it was getting so negative that people weren't having fun anymore.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be fun. We're a niche sport. We're not going to go to the Olympics. I mean, if we can someday get our sport back to that level, that would be phenomenal. But for right now, let's have fun, because it brings, not only does it bring athletes back, it helps the spectators. They want to come back to that festival. So that was, that's our goal. And that's what we hope we can continue and keep pushing out. And women, we have a hard time. I mean, most of us are the backbone of a household, so it's hard for us to find time to get away.
Right.
That's why we want it to be a family environment. We want men and women out there together, whether you have families or not. But if you do, get grandma, grandpa, whoever to help with the kids. At some games in Ohio, we watched each other's kids so we could throw.
Yeah.
But we're still
I've seen that happen many times. So Pam gives us star eyes, and then Summer says socks. Hopefully that went through there. And then Melissa Griffith says socks. Okay, so we do have 2 entries in there. So Melissa, you and Summer are in there. This is very cool. Yeah, Jennifer, I think it's really cool that you say that, because one of the things, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because not just women, but I love that you focused on this, because Highland Games, historically, the women, it hasn't been like a female sport. So even in Scotland, you know, they're still fighting for, you know, participating in games and stuff, bringing their own implements. And I love that you started this sisterhood, because a lot of people in general are intimidated at the beginning, but particularly women who maybe haven't done like this kind of stuff, like you said, like moms that, you know, just need an out. And so I just love it, because you've put on workshops. I went to a workshop in Vegas last year, and it's just really awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to show everybody the socks. Sisterhood of Highland Throwers rocks. Yeah, and so let me just show you some pictures, you guys. I got to put Jennifer and I back on the... If you think of anything, too, you want to say, Jen, just speak it out here. So take up space. Does that come from Heather McDonald?
100%. We love her. We love Heather, and she's an AD Phoenix. Now she's assistant AD. I think she was kind of trying to get away from it a little bit. They pulled her back in, but no, we love Heather, and Heather's that's her motto, and we love it. It makes sense to take up space, to feel validated that yes, you have a right to be there.
Yeah. So, and that's for everybody too. Okay. I love this. Got to put that in there. That's you using that sisterhood and the take up space. So for you female athletes out there, men, if you want to too, cool. That's available for you for your profile pic. Okay. So this is this is Jennifer and I in Scotland.
You so snuck that in.
Oh my God, this is so funny. So we're going to show you some of these. So the opportunity that you have with the Highland Games is, no, you don't make money, but you can do some really cool traveling, and you can have some fun with friends. I mean,
absolutely,
it was so much fun. So here's us doing this, and that's a really fun day. That was our first thing, right, Jen? Like we were driving up. Okay. Yep. This. I took a still shot of our video. Just thought it was funny because look at my face. This is one of Jen. Look how beautiful you look. You just look calm. And you were like freaked out because she hates heights. And so we were stuck in this gondola, and we were just sitting there, and it was really quiet. And then all we could hear is the cowbells. So that was fun. I got a comment from Pam I'm going to put up. And that's just us in Switzerland. And then, of course, we styling, walking around Switzerland, right? Okay, so here's some of the sisterhood stuff. Let me put up Pam's comment really quick. Women have approached me after games, and they are excited to see mature women doing what we do. And some are surprised that women do the games. I grew up in a male-dominated Highland Games environment and remember trying the caber in my backyard. That's a beer story one evening at a pub. All right, Pam, I'm in. So yeah, some women we've been exposed for a long time, right? Mm-hmm. When were you exposed, Jen?
When I turned 40, I don't know. In 2013 is when I actually was the very first time I saw Highland Games being performed. And that was in Pleasanton. So I watched Beth Burton. I think Bethany Owen was throwing that time as well. And then, of course, I watched Ryan Vieira. And Ryan Vieira was a track coach at a university that was very close to the small town that I'm from. I'm a country girl, so Linden, California, and Ryan was the track coach for University of Turlock, so he was only like 35 minutes from me. Well, I saw him throwing, and then I saw women, which I had no idea that women threw in Highland Games. So of course I had a fit, and so I got a hold of Ryan, and Ryan gave me my first training session, and I tried Highland Games out. It was not for me in 2013. It just didn't work out. I had just got done with law school, so I was slammed. But when I got out here, when I got here in 2018 and met Courtney McGuire, and oh my God, because she's a spark. And so immediately it was just like a little magnet. Yeah. So the minute that I met Courtney, it took root in my heart, and I've been throwing ever since.
I got to tell you. So I'm putting up, I don't know if you say socks more than, I think you only need to say socks one time. I got Denise twice. It only acknowledges it once, which is cool because we'll do a little raffle at the end. But I got to tell you, Jen, it was funny because when we went to Legends, when I met you, it was I think this is my 8th year or so. And remember how fun that was? We just had a blast. And I just really, like, I know here hardly anybody knew me. I think Courtney McGuire is the only one that knew me. I met everybody who's this crazy Scandinavian coming from the West Coast. And we just had a blast. And it was just so much fun. And it just solidified, that one really just solidified things for me where I was like, yep, this is it. This is where I want to stay. You know?
Yep, we all have that.
Dawn, thanks for coming. I love your hair.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, thanks for not loving my hair. Whatever.
I'm like ready to chop my hair off again. I can't handle hair. I let it get this long and I'm like, then I usually cut it back up to my shoulders.
Well, it looks so good. We were walking around like sisters in Scotland with the same hair and everything all the time. Okay, so I'm going to share a couple more of these. Hang on a second here. Where am I going? Okay. So these are just, explain what these are, and then I'm going to quickly go through some of the pictures. What are these little sashes, and what are those for?
Those sashes are for Sister of the Day. Okay. And these are for women that are usually standouts at the game. They're supporting everybody. They're usually talking to the crowd, just trying to get people involved. They're the motivators of a whole game. And there's usually a couple of people that stand out. And a lot of times we will let the athletes on the field vote. Who do you think, the most motivational woman of the day is? And that's how Sister of the Day came about. And it seems like we just keep adding things. So originally it started out with I think it was just like a bubble wand. Like I would bring bubbles. And then
once you blow?
Just added on. Yeah. And then we started with the crown. And then from the crown, then Joe started making sashes. And then somehow my husband got me a cricket, and I swear it was because Joe had to have told him or something. So now I do sashes. So now the sashes are popular with the unicorn ears, and then Frankie makes those little awards now. So we just keep adding on, and those games, and we give a lot more to Sister of the Day at those games where the game has great awards. There's no point in us adding to it. So Sister of the Day gets extra stuff. They'll end up like one got a dagger. The other one, they'll get socks, shirts, whatever. I mean, just extra stuff for those bigger games.
Well, what's really nice about that is that it's not just like a participation trophy. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, maybe you're an athlete that is DFL, which is dead effing last. Doesn't matter. You're a positive person. You're a force out there. You're having a blast. You're engaging people. You still should be recognized, and I think that's amazing. Okay, I gotta do a couple of these. Jennifer Taylor, she is all about you, girl. Love your hair. Loves the color. Pam says, I cut 12 inches off a few weeks ago. Felt great. Yeah, I don't think I could cut these locks. I don't know.
I 100% can because okay, whatever.
I know you have it. Your hair goes pretty fast. Okay, so we'll go through a few more of these. Some of them we're going to go a little bit more quickly just to keep it down because I have a game to play. All right, I had to put my picture in here. Who's this person on the left here throwing?
That is Catherine. She is out of California. We love her because the shirt she's wearing, she actually designed and asked us to make it. So that's why it's up on our website.
What does it say? Because I can't zoom in.
It says strong as a mother.
Perfect.
And then and the other version for kids, which we also have, is strong as my mother. And then it has the Sisterhood logo on it. But she loved that, and we loved it too. That's why it's up on the website. So she's wearing that, and that's her throwing. I think that was a PR that day for her WOB. So, and we're all about PRs. So we love personal records and
exactly. The picture of me here is in Switzerland, and I don't know if I'm doing that. That's an extreme backbend because I had an awesome throw, or I'm like, oh, because she had the height. Not quite sure. So these are just some more pictures from the Sisterhood. This is fun.
Yep, we patch people in. The patches are free. We will send them to you. Just reach out to us and let us know that you want one, and we'll send it to you. What?
So patches for your shirts, patches for your kilts, whatever. This is a beginning of the day.
That's actually the end of the day. It's like, hey, everybody made it, and nobody's broken.
And then, of course, I had to throw in this from Scotland because that was at the end of our day, and then that was a picture of us hanging out there. Look at that lovely mat you had for WOB on day 2. Oh, she's talking about in Switzerland. It was terrible. Look at that. Oh, yeah. That field was so muddy. It was terrible. This is another Sisterhood picture. I see
that's Nazca Legends, and you missed it, but that's Nazca Legends this year.
I'm so pissed because I see Crystal, who I haven't seen in forever. Teresa, I get to see quite often. Yeah, so we'll have to go this year because it's in May, I think. So This was in Scotland also, so we'll just quickly go through those. All our new Highland sisters. I've actually kept in touch with quite a few of them, just saying hi and that kind of thing. That's us at Braemar, and then in Scotland. I wanted to share that video of you, Jen, with the
with me acting goofy.
Yes, but it wouldn't upload. So that's just us. Like this is the thing we're showing you guys.
She was Sister of the Day at Blair Gowrie. Yeah. So we brought a Sisterhood of the Day award just for the Scottish women.
Right.
And so we filled it full of little stuff in there in her bag.
So what I want to show you guys here is just how much fun we have, right? This is the camaraderie. Like you don't have to we got to pay a lot of money to go. That's at Braemar. That was really cool. That's of course this is a great picture because look at how much fun everybody's having. Yeah. That's us again with some of the organizers. Yes, is that true of Braemar?
That's the secretary of Braemar, and I think she's the treasurer. I can't remember what her other.
This guy's from Canada, adorable, has a really funny story. I wanted to upload that video too. I talked about that before, but like everybody was just super gracious. We had a blast. That's us eating, a very delicious dinner in, what was that place called? Blair Gowrie?
Yeah, Blair Gowrie.
Okay. Yeah, that was cool. And that's your group. I didn't put mine up. That's our group in here, and that's your awesome placement there. This is more sisterhood stuff. See is that a sword there?
Yes.
Was that a sisterhood sword or is that from the games?
I honestly can't remember. I've done swords in the past, so I think that's actually from me. I can't remember. Dawn's actually on. She could pipe in on that.
Yeah, that's very cool. So this is just some more. There's a Sisterhood of Highland Throwers shirt, and then the sashes again. So honestly, Jennifer, do you think this is something that could branch out and just be like awesome guy, awesome girl of the day? Would that be something, or is it going to be strictly just to women?
No, we've seen more athletes of the day coming back, and we love that. We don't care if it's men or women. We want us all to be motivating and all be together. And that was something that I know you kind of touched on about the men versus women. We've been asked to do all women games, and we kind of frown upon that because the whole point is equality. So we're just trying to increase demographics. We do sponsor a couple of the all-women games. They were already going, so we just jumped in and said, you guys are already here. It's going great. Lady of the Keys and Valkyries out in California. Those are 2 all-women games. Yeah. And so, of course, we help send awards, whatever they need to those 2 games. But we really try to push everybody. I mean, we want everybody in. It's not just a her thing. It's to just make sure that all games thrive, and we want all demographics. I mean, we're even for more adaptive athletes. We're pushing for that. I know it is the hardest class because our field, we throw rain and shine. So there's some extra stuff we're going to have to do for adaptive athletics, but they're worth it. I mean, every individual's worth it. So we want to see everybody on the field. And we have Anne Marie out in Florida. We love her. I mean, whatever I have to do to make sure Anne Marie can throw, I'm going to do it. Yeah. I don't care if it means that I have to put extra wood or something out in the floor, extra mats. I just think it's worth the time. And the crowds love it. They see that, hey, nothing stops us. Nothing should stop us. You have the ability to keep going. So just keep doing it. Yeah. So remind me, because at the end of today, I've got some things to share about positivity, but remind me because I do want to talk about some of the things that have been happening on the field and some of the newer athletes and what's been happening. But I love this positivity. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to call anybody out. It's no situation or whatever, but I love this positivity because we're not doing it to show off women. There are still historically some only male games. In San Francisco, women still can't join the Caledonian Society. That's antiquated. We need to stop this. We're all here for each other. Okay. And so I just love this, Jennifer. I love that you're doing this. And then Summer Pearson says, I know several adaptive athletes if you need consultants. And I do too. I've got some really new friends from FIFA in Norway. So that is something that I think we can all help each other with. Oops, I'm stuck here. Hang on. All right. Absolutely. So this is the shirt we wore in Scotland. Mm-hmm. American raised Scottish roots. So that was really cool. The crowd loved it. There we go. That's Courtney McGuire and her wife, who's just started throwing. I don't think she threw ever. She just started throwing this year, correct? Started throwing. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So she got obviously athlete of the day. Okay, what is this right here?
Okay, so that's Florida, and we'll sponsor little things. So this year we actually sponsored promoting Buck Buchanan. We call him the Stash. So Mr. Stash Man. So all of the women had mustaches to put on. And so we did have a big picture. You'll see it on the FSA page, but it's with Buck and all of the women of the games. Everybody's wearing mustaches.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, that's what we do. We're just here to add extra things. This is Lady of the Keys,
Yep.
and we sponsor awards. So the crowns on there from Sisterhood, and then of course there's Sister of the Day, and that was Steph.
Yeah, so I got some of those there.
Yeah,
So like just showing the camaraderie, showing the fun. This is the Florida Keys. I'm not going this year. Are you going?
I am. I will be at Ladies of the Keys, and we're sponsoring again. So this time you guys are getting weapons. Deal with it.
Ooh, and Jen and I have talked about stuff, and even though
shipping if they don't fit in your suitcase, but
yeah, so there's some really cool things coming down the pike, and I'm going to interview some of the people that are doing the Masters, Highland Games 2, Courtney and Ted and everybody. So we'll get them together. So this is the three. This is the Power Three here, the Three Musketeers, and the one in the back is Jennifer Stevens, and then there's Whippy, Jennifer Barrett.
Why do you call her Whippy? What is that a hammer reference?
I call her no, it's a sheaf reference.
Oh,
she is just a little powerhouse, and she would just rock the thing, and then whoop, and then it would just fast go up over the bar. So I started calling her Whippy, I think, at Legends. so that's pretty awesome. And then this is there's just a lot of fun to be had. Like, so who says athletics has to be all that serious? Okay. And then, oh yeah, I did put it in here.
There's just some of the awards that we throw out there.
Yeah. And that's great. I love the pink unicorn bag. And there's of course Mona Malik. Whoop, whoop. So we got to put there. Look at all those trophies. What do those say? 5th place?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even possible. Shaylin, Frankie. So this is just Teresa Terry, who I haven't seen in forever. So this is just showing all the things. That's you and Whippy there somewhere. Where are you?
Nazca Legends, but we're out in Tennessee. We're
on okay.
The normal stuff we do after.
Now we're gonna play a game, Jennifer. You ready for this one?
Oh my gosh, games. Okay, I'll try. It's really late on the East Coast. I'm just gonna let you know now.
I know we're not gonna go too much longer, and then we're gonna do our giveaway. Okay. So this game, you're gonna tell me what you think. This is a game called Wiki How To, and I just find some goofy thing on Wiki, and then you have to guess what's happening. Okay. So in this picture right here, what do you think this picture is about?
Peace, environmentalism. Is this just for me or for anybody?
That's just for you. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
And then Trish. Oh, Trish. So, I want to share this. Sorry, really quick. This remind me because I want to share the thing you sent me. Okay. So what do you think's happening here, Jennifer?
It's trying to get you to make a list of how to make your life better. I don't know, my values.
How to make life
appreciate.
Better. Okay.
I don't know.
That's fabulous.
Appreciate what you have. I don't know.
Okay, how about this one? They're all related. Okay, so there's 4 pictures.
Oh my gosh, my brain is spent. I was just looking at Maryland regulations for like 2 hours.
They're just really fun.
Okay, somebody's spouting poetry.
Okay,
probably about her values.
Okay, love it. About values. Okay, I'm writing it down so I can remember. Okay, and then next we have what's happening here. Oh, I don't know if you can see the whole thing. There, can you see all that? She's thinking about whatever she's doing.
Goals, her life aspirations.
Life aspirations, okay. Yeah. Actually, I think you're doing pretty well, from what I remember. And then the last one.
How to solve her problems. So she has a goal. She wrote her list. What is important to her? What values she has to maintain? What she won't give up to get there? And now she's writing down her plan, getting ready to make it all happen.
All right, this was supposed to be a lot more funny. I think you fucking nailed it. Sorry. Look, I'll go after what you want. Define your values before you can decide what you want to do with your life. No, not just what you stand for, but also what you don't. Exactly what you said. You said make a list of how to make life better.
Pursue your passions.
Pursue your passions to figure out what you want to do with your life. Nobody's born knowing exactly what they want to do with their future, but most of us have at least a few interests that can help us figure it out. And you said poetry about I can't read my own handwriting, but basically that life aspirations. Set specific goals based on your values and passions, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Outline both. Make sure they're manageable and realistic. And you said life aspirations. What do you think? And then check in with yourself regularly to make sure you're still on the right path. Be intentional about the goals you choose to pursue and check in with yourself every so often, as you said, to pursue them. It's okay to reevaluate. All right. Okay. That's going to be my ending thing here. So I want to show you Trish Lawson. Thank you so much. You sent this to Jennifer Taylor, and I keep getting to post it. And this was a very cool. This is Blair Gallery, as you can see, and there was a very cool article about us in the paper there. And I can't. Was there a picture of us in there? There is, right? I don't want to go through.
I think so.
Anyway, I'll post this later. But thank you, because she sent that to Jennifer from Scotland, who sent it to me. And as Jennifer said, there's really cool sisterhood merch, right? So like if you've got kids or you've got whatever that possibly would like this kind of stuff, it would be good. So like I said, I'm going to ask you, actually, I have 3 questions for you, Jennifer Taylor. 1, no, this is easy. How many pillows do you sleep with?
Oh, I sleep with 3.
3? Do you use all 3?
Yep. 2 underneath my head and 1 that I cuddle up with and put my leg and my arm over.
Nice. Okay. Favorite cuss word?
The F word.
Okay.
My mother hates it. She gets so mad. But yeah, it's the F word.
Me too. And then last, something positive to put out there to the world.
You are awesome, and you can do it anytime you want to.
Yeah.
It's all on you. Don't take that negatively. You can. You just have to figure out it's a time. So there is not I can't do it. There's only I can't right now, but you will. You can and you will. So
love it.
That's my perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to end with this because this is the one thing I was thinking about. So we've had some situations on the field where, and some of them have been newer athletes where they come in and they have these bad attitudes and they're not treating other people kindly. And this is men and women alike. And this is not what the Highland Games is about. This is not at all what the Highland Games is about. So you've got world champions on a field with newbies, okay? And we should be helping each other. So, and it's my philosophy in real estate too. So it was really funny because I had just gone to this training thing and we were talking about something and they were like, would you share this with your competitors? And I'm like, absolutely. So it's that blood flow machine I have where I'm like, absolutely, because everybody's going to be different, right? So be like, I've got some quotes for you, but like, this is not the place for that. This is not the Olympics. You're not getting paid for this unless you're a pro, and I'm not sure that that's a lot of money. And it's a lot more fun when you have fun and you support people. And I bet you would feel better too being supported, even after maybe a negative situation. Maybe you were negative. I mean, we're not perfect, right? I've had my days where I'm like, F this, okay? But Trish says, be yourself. Exactly. So. Here, I was going to share this because this is the thing I was thinking about, because I think you guys know that I went to Norway, competed in my first strongman competition. And the thing was that it was an international open. So I'm old and I'm competing with like 20 and 30-year-olds. And I didn't take DFL. And I did this. This is called the Hercules hold. And yeah, that's insane. It's like 320 pounds on each side. And it releases a chain and then you got to hold it. And I think I made 11 seconds. That was cool. But the best part was this. Do you see my face here? I'm like laughing and crying. You see the guy doubled over? He's an announcer. He's from Germany. His name's Lutz. He's amazing. He's Sandra Bradley's boyfriend, who has just been just won Europe's Strongest Woman. Doubled over laughing because I was like, I was crying. I was so scared. And it was just fun. And nobody gave a crap that I did well or like what my place was or whatever. I celebrated every little thing. And that's what it's about, because the crowd does not know how well you're doing, really. You know what I mean? They see people throw, but they don't go, oh, that person threw 20 feet further. They're so much better, right? Do you agree?
Exactly.
Yeah. So Jim says, be your best self. Don't make it tough for others. Exactly. So I got a couple quotes and then we're done. Oh, we'll do a couple quotes and then we'll do the raffle. I can't forget that. When we practice, okay, I gotta move us. Kindness. This is from myfoothold.org. When we practice kindness, either to other people or toward ourselves, we can experience positive mental and physical changes through lowering stress levels and increasing the body's production of feel-good hormones, such as dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. Being kind helps boost the immune system, reduce blood pressure, and reduce stress and anxiety. The great thing is that it isn't difficult to be kind. As the Dalai Lama said, be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. And I hope that if you are someone who has been negative, it's fine. If you can recognize it and just understand that it's better for you and everybody else on the field, because it makes it just such a better day. So Jennifer, you guys, and Jennifer, and Whippy, Joanna, thanks for starting the Sisterhood of Highland Throwers. I think it's pretty amazing. Okay, here's Dawn. The first have I threw was with Erica Hayes. She was so encouraging, helpful, and I will never forget it. A world championship, taking the time to cheer me on. Yeah. So, and actually, I first met Erica Hay in Iceland, and we looked like twins, and it was like awesome, and we both just cheered each other on and cheered everybody on. It was amazing. So Dawn said, one reason I love this sport. Exactly. So are you ready for the raffle? Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, so I'm gonna go. It's gonna say draw, and I think it's gonna go. You see? Oh shit! Are you not seeing this? Ah! Oh no! Wait a minute. Why is it not going? Well, this really sucks. I'm gonna do a little video here, and I'll show you. It's supposed to show it on the screen there. Ooh, guess who won? Pamela Turnbull. I don't know why it didn't show up on here. It's supposed to go.
She can't have these socks. She's Canadian, eh?
Trish, yes, raffle. I put it on there that posted that in the thing where you had to say socks. Okay, here's the video. The screen there. Ooh. See? So it's supposed to show on the screen. That was very bizarre. So sorry that didn't go there, but it's Pam won.
Okay.
Pam won. It's on there.
I'll put something together for Pam because she can't have my U.S. socks.
Well, she's
Canadian, eh?
She can wear the socks, eh?
Okay, it'll be funny. Try to put, she has all those Canada stickers. She can put Canadian stickers over the top of it. There you go. And come throw in the U.S.
Hashtag eBay.
There you go. All right.
So Trish, sorry about that. I said it at the beginning, but I think you came on at the end. So you're supposed to do hashtag socks. I don't know why that didn't come. Dang. I wonder if I could just do another entry. I don't know why that didn't come out. That was so weird because it's supposed to. Bummer. Anyway, next time we'll figure it out. Jen, thanks for joining me. That was amazing.
I had a great time. Thanks for having me.
She's an honorary American. Exactly. And going to bed. Love you both. See you soon. Exactly. You're my little idiot, and that's not a negative thing.
Okay, don't forget 2024 Master Worlds Champion is going to be in Florida, Clay County, Florida, October 5th and 6th. Whoop whoop. Dawn and I are putting that on, so Dawn's doing most of it. I'm just kind of backdrop.
Yeah, but you're doing a great job, and I know Courtney and Michelle and Ted are working on things. So, like I said, I want to interview them, so it's fantastic. So I know it went a little longer. We love you. Yep. Thanks for joining, Jen. Stay on just for a second, and we'll see you next week.